From June 2023 to March 2024, there was around 30% more rainfall than the long-term average, and that's definitely had an effect on the Paulownia. Very much a mixed picture. This tomentosa has always been sturdy and vigorous, though when you compare it to its next door neighbour, it's way behind. And this one, not sure if it'll come up, but I think this has had slug damage. I think the slugs have been in about here. Some of these shoots are coming from below the actual bud from last year, so I think the slugs have been in about them and nibbled off what was the fresh growth from this year, or what would have been. This is a Shantung, and as you can see, growing vigorously, bursting with new growth, and perhaps the wet as well is having an impact on these, on the new growth, or another bug of some sort. Just looks as though they're just, some of the shoots aren't developing as expected. They aren't called the miracle tree for nothing though, and this one at first glance I thought it was dead, but then when I looked a bit closer around the back here, there's a shoot coming there, and I think I saw some other shoots. Yeah, definitely more shoots from the base. So it is growing, but slugs are a really big issue this year with all that wet weather. It's possible this one might start to put out some basil shoots, although it does look to be dead. There's certainly no growth that I can see on it so far. Some of the elongata that I planted last year are thriving. Quite remarkable. This one's putting out shoots from the base, and that's very common for Paulownia. I've always said that if you're going to buy Paulownia from me, then don't expect amazing results in the first year. They're likely to grow from the base in the second year. And this one's also growing from the base. Very small shoots, but they are there. I'm still very keen on Paulownia. I think they look fabulous. I'm expecting a huge abundance of purple flowers, which will be fantastic for the bees and other pollinators. Though as a commercial timber crop here in Ireland, I'm sceptical. Ireland's summers are just too cool, its winters are way too wet. Paulownia don't like having their roots soaking in water. In Eastern Europe, where they're a huge success, the winters can be very cold, minus 10, 15 regularly. That's not an issue for Paulownia. What Paulownia love, however, is hot, sunny summers, and 30, 35 degrees C for extended periods of time in Eastern Europe is the norm. I've got good stock of saleable, plantable Paulownia, and I'll show you that shortly. I've also been sowing more seed. As I say, I'm still a fan, I'm still very interested in Paulownia. They do have some really good benefits for Ireland. These are Fortunii. I've made a mistake on labelling these. They were plugged up in May 24, so just a couple of weeks ago. I want to plant Fortunii in my patch here, and I want them to be as large as possible when I do plant them, so I've plugged up a good few of them in larger plug trays. I'll be planting the Fortunii in this area here. I might extend the planted 2 and a bit rows of elongata. I might plant a few more of those, and then it'll be Fortunii for the rest of this area, and that'll be fabulous because that'll be another huge area, or another area that I will no longer have to mow. These are Nord Max, and they're a hybrid, though these are grown from the seed of the hybrid. And these have done significantly better than the other varieties I have here. Nord Max from Germany are considered to be one of the most suitable of the hybrids here in Ireland if you want to have a go for commercial forestry. What I'd say is buy seed grown plants and clone your best of the best, etc., etc., until you build up a forest that's very suited to your specific locale. So, as I say, I am still a fan of Paulownia. I'm not sure that any of the hybrids that I've seen are 100% the hit for Ireland, though Nord Max, seed grown Nord Max, would be a good option. These are some of the stock I have available for sale and planting right now. Some of the Elongata could maybe do with a week or two more of this hot sunny weather in the polytunnels. However, the Nord Max are very much ready now, and I'll be shipping these as small plants. I've started feeding these, and with the warm temperatures and longer daylight hours now, these will start to grow very quickly. What I've noticed in the past is larger plants, the leaves just break off, so there's no point. All you need with Paulownia are a good vigorous root, and they'll readily sprout top growth from there. These are Nord Max, very healthy, very vigorous, and as I say, all you're looking for is a really good, solid, vigorous root plug, which, as you can see, these definitely have. And I'll give you a choice when you get in touch whether you want polypots included, and my recommendation is that you pot them on and grow them for 1 year, and then during the winter store them in a drier area. And if you don't want these particular polypots, then you must have a pot that's deep enough to take the root plug without breaking it apart. So if you're going to pot them on, then I'd really recommend these polypots. They're just ideal. I'll be replanting any losses, any weaker trees, with trees that I've grown on to be larger, and I'll put them in a very sunny spot during the summer so they get full sun, so they get a really good head start next season, next spring when I plant them. So for me, as I say, I'm still very interested in Paulownia. I think they're a fabulous tree. I'm really looking forward to all this amazing display of purple flowers. For the forester, commercial forester here in Ireland, I'm a bit sceptical. Definitely experiment and create your own hybrids. I'm sure there are plenty of biotech firms here in Ireland that could easily clone the best of the best that are growing here in Ireland. For the beekeeper, then, as I say, abundance of purple flowers for pollinators, and for the farmer, the leaves are highly palatable and are grown as fodder for cattle. So there's definitely room for experimenting with that. Thanks a mil for watching. Good luck.